Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do?
We have a farm along with 30 other partners of ours who supply grass-fed beef, pasture-raised pork, poultry, several other provisions, direct to consumer is mostly where that's all going. So we developed our own e-commerce and back-end fulfillment system in about 2014. Didn't think much of it, but as we started talking to other people in the industry, realized that that was a major challenge for them as well, as just scaling through technology and be able to pursue growth strategies. Technology was a big thing that would hold them back. So we started licensing that software to other businesses, farm to fork businesses like ours. And we call it our accidental SaaS company at this point, because we really never envisioned it would turn out to be much. We thought we'd subsidize some costs, but the industry had a little bit of different thoughts for us. So to date, there's 450 farm to fork suppliers. So a lot of those people are farmers, ranchers. We've got fishmongers, people selling produce on that platform throughout North America.
What's going on previously? What's happening now? And where do you think it's going?
You've seen a consumer shift in the last few decades where more consumers are having questions about where their food comes from and wanting to get some answers around the efficacy, quality of how it was raised, how's the land being treated, what kind of environmental impacts do our agriculture decisions have. So convenience has been the biggest trend that we have seen in the direct-to-consumer world when it comes to farm-to-fork businesses trying to scale out, climb the value chain, and really take their business to the next level.
What are the challenges of cold chain logistics?
Figure out what are the pieces needed in place, who are carriers that you need to work with, what does the packaging equation need to look like to be able to provide your customer a good experience and a good experience that's repeatable. Because again, you know, they're raising a high quality product. They put a lot of effort into this. So you got to make sure you check all of your boxes when you get into an area like this. And there's a big intimidation factor on both the food supplier and a farmer who's getting into it to have the confidence to even try and think that they can figure it out. Yes, the order is going to get delivered to your home safe and sound, be able to provide a certain level of guarantee and satisfaction around that. So it's a big project. It's a big feat. We're seeing more and more people do it, which I think is exciting because I think it's it's such something that's held farms back for a long time.
What's your interest in Pluumo from a operational and sort of maybe a personal interest piece as well?
The minute I saw your guys' website, dots connected for me. I really understood what you were trying to do, and it made a ton of sense. And this is a huge piece of the equation when it comes to that confidence piece. Both the food manufacturers or suppliers that we work with put a lot of thought into renewable, sustainable ways of farming, and a lot of product that they know is being raised right, and it was what they're after, delivered in a styrofoam box that's going to go to a landfill.
Yeah,
complete disconnect. And people might put up with that for 1 or 2 deliveries, but that starts to wear into your conscience. There's a huge retention aspect of being able to keep a customer on board that the packaging ends up really fueling some growth. So, that's where something that would be another option that definitely checks the ecological friendly box, but yet also has the pragmatic performance application is a big deal. And that's something that we're looking for. And that's what piqued my interest when I came across you guys.
What are your recommendations for us as a new packaging solution on the block?
So when you guys are looking at this, the big thing that I'd love to see is looking further down the supply chain to maybe distribution partners that you guys would have who could work with a larger geographical network. I also think you guys are doing a really good job with the branding on the website to connect dots for the consumer too. So if there's an easy way to, whether it's through actual print with the packaging, telling your guys' story, having places where the consumer, as they get this product delivered to them, can learn a little bit more about, oh, wow, feathers, this is different. Let me learn a little bit more about that. And actually, what does it mean from a sustainability side?
Even see if we use the video, whether we just do a transcript. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, no worries at all. But at least you remembered to hit record. I've done podcast interviews before where we're going and we're like 10 minutes into it. I'm like, frick, I didn't hit the record button, and we start from scratch.